Welcome back. Let's discuss alkenes. In alkenes, there must be at least one double bond. It means you can have one double bond or more than one double bond between two carbon atoms. The simplest alkene is ethene, which is also referred to as ethylene. Okay, that's the simplest alkene that you can have, meaning that the first alkene that you can have will have two carbon atoms. The general formula for alkenes is CN and then H2N. Like, let's say you have an alkene with 11 carbons. It will be like C11, and then how many nitrogens? We're going to say 2 times 11, which is 22. So this is the general formula for alkenes. Since alkenes have at least one double bond, it means these are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Remember, alkenes, just like the alkanes and alkynes, are hydrocarbons. They are composed of carbon and nitrogen only. And then since they have at least one double bond, they are therefore unsaturated. They are more reactive than alkanes. The functional group for alkenes is the double bond. Please remember that. Then during chemical reactions, the bond breaks and more atoms can attach to the molecule to form more saturated compounds. That's why alkenes are used a lot in manufacturing other organic molecules. These are the first 7 alkenes. Remember, we said that the first alkene will be an ethene, which has 2 carbons. We don't have an alkene with 1 carbon. The first one will be the one having 2 carbons. That's ethene. That's the molecular formula. And then we have propene, we have butene, pentene, hexene, heptene, and octene. But remember, we're going to discuss the nomenclature or the naming of alkenes later, where we're going to look at the detailed naming. This one is just like introduction. Okay, so in the introduction, I will just concentrate on the suffix and the prefix. Just take note of the suffixes there, in, and then the prefixes indicating the number of carbons. Alkenes are used a lot because they're able to react with other atoms or other molecules. They are used a lot in the chemical industry. But the other uses of alkenes will be in agriculture. They stimulate ripening of fruits. So alkenes stimulate ripening of fruits and also opening of flowers. So they're used also in stimulating plant processes like flowering and other plant processes. Right? Propene is used a lot in the petrochemical industry, and propene is an alkene. It can react with atoms and other molecules to produce a lot of chemicals. Even in medicine, it is used a lot in the pharmaceutical industry in producing medicines. And then alkenes are used in manufacturing plastics. We're going to look at polymers later and polymerization. For now, just know that alkenes are used a lot in the manufacturing of plastics, which are polymers. Like propene is used to make polypropylene like this. Alkenes are used a lot in the polymerization process or the manufacturing of plastics. Right. So remember, now I'm just giving you introductions of each homologous series, and then later on we're going to look at the naming in detail. We're going to look at the physical properties, and we're going to look at the chemical reactions involved with each homologous series.